It's time to build a new aquarium with the moss I brought from forest. The last time I tried to create something in this one, it turned out to be my worst failure. You can check out the whole video here. Today we are starting with this mess. This wood cost me a lot of trouble last time. It wasn't properly soaked, so it floated and ruined the whole landscape. Well, in the end it didn't even matter because there was an incredible algae outbreak, probably caused by rainwater, so I had to disassemble the tank anyway. This aquarium has tested my patience. I'd like to have a better experience today, but since my teeth are hurting, I'm not off to a good start. If things go wrong, I will be very upset, and something tells me they might. It all started with the wood. I wanted to attach it to a stone to keep it in place. I used up all the glue, which didn't do anything except stick my fingers together. Believe it or not, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. I always try so hard not to do something that I end up doing it anyway. So now my fingers are all sticky and touching them makes me feel like someone is scratching their nails on the chalkboard. Oh, how I hate that sound or feeling. What I thought would be a wonderful afternoon creating a new beautiful tank is slowly turning into a nightmare. A few deep breaths. Let's try to tie it together. Okay, it somewhat works. I'll put it into the aquarium. Well, of course, it doesn't keep the wood in place and it leans towards the back. Maybe it would have worked with water in, but I simply gave up and just stuck a rock in a small hole in the wood and prayed it wouldn't float. The aquarium is completely inaccessible. It's in a corner with almost no space to fill from, and the ceiling is inclined. It's very hard to model the landscape. To make things worse, there was too much water in the old substrate, so it's all sunken and muddy now. I have no idea where to plant the plants or if they will stay in place, because I can't see the substrate at all. Fortunately, this combination of substrates, aqua soil and black sand, seems to be really good at holding plants in place. So at least this will be a good stress test. And yes, the camera was not in focus the entire time. No, I'm not redoing the shot. You can't even imagine how desperate I am at this point. So, filter, at least not to kill the shrimps, and a few deep breaths again, because the worst part is ahead of us. I need to add water, if the wood floats around and the plants don't stay in place. I'm afraid I might break something. Thank God, everything stayed in place. If you were in my shoes, you would consider this a miracle like I did. However, the water was all over the floor, as well as the aqua soil. My socks were completely wet, I was sweaty, my teeth hurt, and my fingers had glue on them, which made me feel terrible. You know, this is not how I imagine my peaceful and relaxing hobby. Well, the aquarium looks terrible now. But there is hope. Here, I've always wanted to try adding houseplants, and today I will. Of course, washing out the substrate didn't go as I imagined. Fortunately, I quickly thought of using a bucket instead of a flow of water, and everything went quite quickly. Good. Well, wait. I hadn't thought of how this will work. I thought I would attach the plants to the wood somehow, but there's no way I'm touching it. I'm afraid it will move and ruin the whole tank again. So, what now? I found these old filters. That's enough. Okay, I know this won't look great, and it might not work either, but this is all I can come up with right now. I just want to finish it and clean up the mess. So I did. And the filters worked as water pots to my surprise quite well. But I don't know what you think, but I think this aquarium looks absolutely terrible. I hate every single thing about it. Okay, I know right now I might not be the most objective judge. When I cleaned up and took a little break, I rearranged the plants in the bag and started to like it a little bit more. So maybe when the plants down there grow a bit. After a few days, I added fish and these precious pink caridinas. I love the color and I really hope they will do well here. Yeah, probably they won't. Of course, one shrimp died right away. Then a fish. Then another fish. But then the Armageddon started. On the other hand, the moss on the wood grew well from the beginning, but slowly died off. I'm quite sure it is because of the moss type. Looks like this one just doesn't like being underwater. So, it's been a few weeks since I built the tank. It was the worst tank building experience I have had so far. But you know, it's not usually the good things that teach us. So I'm grateful for terrible experiences like these. Not in the moment they're happening, but you know. The aquarium I struggled with the most has now become my favorite. Thanks for watching, and I wish you as many terrible... Oh! I wish you as little terrible experiences as possible. Plant, fish and peace. And main little peace.